Winston Churchill spoke of Soviet powers' bulldogs fighting under the carpet, with skeletons being thrown aside as a clue as to who wasn't in his favor. In modern Ukrainian politics, the game is less vicious, but often not as transparent. Investigative journalist Yuriy Nikolov likens this practice to a scene in the 2006 thriller The Prestige, in which Michael Caine explains that John Cutter's secret is to divert attention from cheating. The real game is usually elsewhere, says Mr. Nikolov. It was seen that two big corruption news came to the agenda in Ukraine in 2 days over the weekend. On face of it, they show that the government is holding back reform initiative. On September 3, President Volodymyr Zelensky said he would replace Defense Minister Oleksii Reznikov after months of corruption scandals in his ministry. A day earlier, Ukraine's Internal Security Service, the SBU, had arrested Ihor Kolomoisky, a controversial oligarch once closely associated with the president, on suspicion of and money laundering. Mr. Zelensky focused on the defense minister's role as a brave and reliable comrade in the 550-day war. But realizing the need for a change, the president also admitted that his track record had been tarnished. Mr. Reznikov was seen by many, including Western partners, as a charismatic and skilled negotiator. Despite great dangers, it was one of the inner core that remained in Kiev throughout occupation. But according to his critics, he will be remembered for 2 scandals involving eggs and winter coats. Mr. Nikolov's journalism exposed both. In February, his investigations revealed that Mr. Reznikov's ministry paid 17 hryvnia for eggs when the market price was only 5. Mr. Reznikov somehow survived this scandal, but faced another scandal in August that saw his ministry purchase military coats from Turkey, apparently at great profit. Invoices in Turkey showed that the coat was worth 29 instead of the 86 Ukraine paid. People in the government say Mr. Reznikov was not directly involved in either contract. He failed to appoint officials who signed the agreements. But his bad handling of both scandals, including getting into fights with journalists over irrelevant details, made his departure inevitable. The defense minister has become the focus of jokes, says a source close to Ukrainian law enforcement. This is not a very good look at wartime. The Ukrainian parliament was expected to approve Mr. Reznikov's departure and his successor, Rustam Umerov, at its session on 4 September. The head of the Ukrainian State Property Fund, Mr. Umerov, looks like a black horse. Behind scenes, he played key roles as negotiator on everything from the grain deal that allowed exports from Ukraine's blockaded Black Sea ports to grayer world of arms deals. He is a former investment banker and a prominent member of the Crimean Tatar community. He was not the first choice for this job. Sources say other evaluated individuals want to set up their own T.